Hello Libra, welcome to your reading for February. This is for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Please make sure you check all your placements to get a clear picture of what's going on for you at this time. As always, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate for all of you. Please take the bits that do resonate and leave the rest behind for somebody else. I'm going to be looking at your energy and the energy of the person on your mind. In regards to love, of course, we have to cater to the season. I'm going to be starting off with an oracle card for each of you with two spreads on either side of each other. You may resonate more with this side or with this side, right? The energies can always be flip-flopped. Make sure you're not forcing a message if you don't see fit. Now, towards the end of the reading, I will be pulling 3 cards from the universe for your connection, as well as rolling some dice to get initials and sun signs and angel numbers for you. So make sure you stick around for that. All right, Libra, we have psychic. Ooh. Number 48, interesting. Some of you have wide open crown and third eye chakras. Some of you could have a spiritual connection with a particular person. Some of you could see the future of this connection, even though it hasn't manifested itself into your reality just yet. Let's see. Psychic. Some of you could have heavy water placements. We have the 4 of Cups, contemplation and reevaluation. This is a saying no kind of energy. I don't know if this is in the present or it was in the recent past. The Queen of Swords, self-reliance and perception, regardless of gender. The Queen of Swords is somebody who builds boundaries, right? Someone who only asks for the truth and is a very no-nonsense kind of energy. Then we have the 3 of Cups, compassion and happiness. I'm not so sure about that. I will be clarifying. Then we have the Queen of Wands, 2 queens. Libra, okay. I don't want to be one of those readers who will bring up a third party in every single reading, but somehow, whenever I see the 3 of Cups, I think of a third party, okay? And especially with the Queen of Wands. My dogs are fighting. Hold on. Sorry about that. I was saying, so the 3 of Cups reminds me of third party energy, especially now that we have the Queen of Wands here, right? Queen of Wands in my head is a third party. With the 4 of Cups, I feel like, and the 9 of Pentacles, you decided to separate yourself from a particular situation. And even though you didn't have direct confirmation of this, psychic, self-reliance, perception. Some of you figured that there were more energies involved here than just you and this other person. Okay, I'll just take this one. Temperance. And I feel like you built boundaries, but you didn't retaliate. I feel like there's a patience about you, a serenity about you here, Libra, where you didn't throw a fuss. I do have, wisdom and passion. I have the Emperor right here with the 5 of Cups, with dwelling and avoidance. I do feel that this put you in your head. It created a whole lot of grief and sorrow within you. And again, this is not everybody's reading. Not everybody had a third party interfering. But a third party doesn't always have to mean another romantic connection. It could mean a career interfering. It could mean a parent interfering or a friend interfering, right? Where the connection isn't just the 2 of you. It is somebody else influencing it. Then we have the 10 of Swords, karmic lessons and only upwards. Something came to an end. And this something could just be your connection or it could be the influence of that third party. Look at the placement of the cards. 3 of Cups, 10 of Swords. Bottom of the deck, I have the 5 of Cups with the World. And the 3 of Swords, you see, upheaval and release. With the Sun. Wow. The Page of Pentacles and the King of Wands. All right. The 10s in the tarot are endings that lead to new beginnings. That new beginning can be within the same connection or it can be external to this connection. It can be a new beginning within yourself, which is why the 9 of Pentacles had showed up earlier. The Sun is the happiest card in the deck. It trumps any of this nonsense that the 5 of Cups carries with it. And that nonsense is dwelling and avoidance. dwelling on something that has reached its expiration date, avoiding closure and all of that. But I will clarify. Let's see. It's like you were telling yourselves, I knew this would happen. You knew this would happen. The Tower. So I feel like you excused yourself before the Tower fell. I don't see this being a big blowout. I don't see this being a confrontation or an argument or a loud separation. No. I think this was just a walking away from your side. A quiet walking away. 10 of Wands. You can't make this up. You have 2 tens. I feel like this was too much for you to carry. Some of you may actually have psychic gifts. Some of you may be highly intuitive. And carrying on so much trauma probably was the last straw that broke your back. Because I feel like you weren't carrying just your energy and this other person's. You were carrying other people's energy also in relation to this connection. 5 of Cups again. My goodness, Libra. The 3 of Cups wanted to show itself with the Hermit, the Page of Cups and the Lovers. Too many cooks in the kitchen. The Wheel of Fortune. With the 5 of Cups again after all that shuffling. The Wheel of Fortune is also a number 10. The universe has your back when it comes to this, and I feel like the universe is also removing any variables that don't fit into your life. I don't know what those variables are, but there is a change that's coming about here, because I feel like the universe and you have had enough. You've had enough with the Devil. The Devil with the Queen of Wands can be an external influence again, right? This can be addictions. It can be bad habits. It can be past traumas. That could be the third party, you know. But I feel that this particular relationship with the third party is not your energy. It is somebody that you were dealing with, even though I'm pulling for you here. But I feel like because this connection with whatever third party this was so strong when it came to your person, it's almost like you were in that connection with the third party as well. Does that make sense? It's like A is equal to B, B is equal to C, so A is equal to C. That's what I'm getting here. It's like you were plunged into darkness even though it wasn't your darkness to be plunged into. 8 of Cups with Temperance. I feel like you were patient enough and you finally had enough and walked away and set the wands down with the 10 of Wands. This is such a direct reading. It's blowing my mind. And you did the right thing here, Libra, by walking away from whatever this was. Building boundaries with the King of Swords. Prioritizing logic over feeling. Because I feel like this stopped looking good on paper completely. 4 of Swords and the 10 of Swords, and now you're healing. Plain and simple, you're healing. Looking to the future, stabilizing your emotions, processing the closure of this, and healing before you can move forward. I'm sorry you've been going through this. If you're resonating with this reading, this is very difficult energy. But I have to say, you've handled it very maturely. Let's pull for your person. Let's see. Divine Feminine, and that wanted to show up as well. I have to get the door. Pardon me. Ooh, Transformation with shadow at the bottom. Hold on. Sorry about that. Okay. You see, we have the shadow at the bottom of the deck, right? Which is the Devil, of course, Saturnian energy, number 43. And then we have Transformation, number 19, and Divine Feminine, number 6. I don't know if you're a feminine or a masculine watching this, but I do know that the Divine Feminine within you, regardless, is causing a change in this person to transmute the shadow that we were seeing earlier. We all have yin and yang within us in equal measure sometimes, and sometimes it's 60-40, sometimes it's 30-70, and we must always maintain that balance, Libra. And you are masters at balance, so you would understand this. I'm sorry, they're not sitting well, but anyway, there is a change that this person is orchestrating within themselves to transmute that shadow that they were forcing you to swim in as well. Because the divine feminine is the energy of receiving and not doing, and I feel like you took a step back. You were not in yang mode. You decided to sit still till this person could fix their ways. The star comes after the tower. You wanted this person to heal, and I feel like they're doing just that. This is going to keep bothering me, man. That's the best I can do. I feel that this person is intent on healing. It's interesting because Pluto is, well, it's moved into Capricorn. It's moved into Aquarius, pardon me. It's made a generational shift after 15 years. And this is allowing a lot of people to collectively heal their wounds. Not just Pluto, but Chiron is sitting on the North Node as well. So this is healing the inner child. This is healing the inner hermit even. Healing your higher self. So I feel like that is what this person is embracing right now. Interesting. The King of Swords. Bottom of the deck, the Ten of Pentacles. I feel like they have a very clear vision of the future that they have in mind with you. Right? And earlier they may have been walking this path alone or walking the wrong path to reach that fulfillment. But I feel like now them embracing the King of Swords archetype is them embracing authenticity and the truth. Justice, there you are, Libra. This is so powerful. The balance that I was talking about. Balancing yin and yang, balancing dark and shadow. Dark and light, pardon me, not dark and shadow. Light and shadow, transformation, justice, change, healing. Wow. Wow. The Ten of Cups. You are this person's happily ever after. That sounds really cheesy and cliched and makes me sound like every other reader on the planet. But I can't make this up, Libra. You are a wish fulfilled for this person. And I feel like it took you walking away for them to realize this. To actually shake them up and transform. The Two of Pentacles with the King of Swords. We have the Queen of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck and the Tower with Temperance. Yeah, there's a realization that they were juggling. Whether, again, whatever the third party was. Don't kill me if there's no third person involved. Don't force it to fit. But if you know there wasn't a third person. Whatever third energy this was that wasn't sitting well in your connection, I feel like they realized that they weren't prioritizing you. The Queen of Pentacles. Beautiful. Planting seeds that have the potential to grow into big old oaks. With the Sun and the Three of Pentacles. Beautiful energy. Wow. You're both carrying the Sun at the bottom of the deck. You both realize the potential this relationship carries. While you had tried your best to make this work and you eventually had to walk away, I feel like this person is not doing that. They are working and collaborating with the light to bring this back online. The Star with the Three of Swords. Yeah, the pain that you felt, they felt it too, and you may scoff at that because, well, you didn't put them through any pain. What put them through pain was the fact that they put you through pain. Does that make sense? There's a guilt here. That's why there's so much internalization, because they know they have to transform. They have to change something. And change is always painful. The Four of Wands with the Ten of Cups. I always say this in my readings. For me, the Four of Wands is your heart running a cross-country marathon and finally reaching the finish line. You have the same definition of that finish line. Both of you. You both have the same definition of that happily ever after. But I feel like now they're changing their love language. They're changing how they approach you. Because they feel like they've lost you, truly. The Knight of Cups, you can't make this up. How sweet is that Knight of Cups? Carrying a little cup of coffee. While I feel like this person was very cold and cutting in the past, Libra, there's a softness to them that's coming back. there's this energy of them wanting to fight for this, persevere. The King to the Queen of Pentacles. They see you as their perfect match. And there's a fall of ego, there's a fall of pride. There's a fall of shadow. And this is not going to happen immediately. It's not going to happen overnight, because shadow and ego like this, transmuting that can take time. Right? So again, even if this doesn't happen within the month of February, wait a couple of months. I feel like you've been patient enough. Whoop. But it's worth it. It's worth it. Libra. Justice with the Two of Cups. You see the balance? The Two of Cups is two very full Aces of Cups. This is equal amounts of love from both sides. While earlier you may have been giving this person your full cup of love and you were getting probably like half or 1/3. The Two of Cups is two full cups, and that's a very full cup of coffee or whatever your beverage of choice is. Regardless, that liquid represents emotion. What a beautiful reading. Six of Pentacles, Minor Arcana of the Justice card. That balance that I've been talking about. Wow. You see the duality here, the balance here, the two circles, the two wings. And I'm going to mess this up, but I have to show it to you. Two half moons making a full moon. Completion of something. I'm not saying you're a half and you need another half to become whole. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm just saying that you're an already very full and delicious sundae and you just need a cherry on top. This is that cherry on top. Two of Pentacles with the Death card. Yes! Yes! Sorry, I'm getting really excited. But the Two of Pentacles was the juggling. The not prioritizing you. There's an end to that. Right? Transformation of that. Bottom of the deck, we have strength. Overcoming evil. Overcoming shadow. Taming the beast within. This is that infinity. That's the infinity. That's the infinity. They understand the permanence of this connection here. They're understanding the value of it. Libra. The Queen of Pentacles with the High Priestess. And I feel like connecting with you is not just going to satisfy their root chakra. It's going to satisfy their crown and their third eye as well. It's almost like things will start making sense for them. It's possible that whatever shadow this is that they were a part of, whether it was another connection or it was an addiction or it was listening to the wrong people or it was a career that didn't serve them, whatever, I feel like their mind had become very muddled. They didn't have a clear sense of direction. But with you in their life, things just start making sense. Things just start making sense. Oof. This reading has been absolutely phenomenal. I love it. The Sun, the Death card with the Sun right here in the middle. I feel after a lot of shadow, a lot of pain, this person is transforming this situation. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. Okay, that wanted to show up. The High Priestess, again, Pisces energy. This could be a highly spiritual connection, like I told you earlier, which is why you picked up on downloads even though they weren't present. The proof wasn't present in 3D. We have the Eight of Pentacles, work, hard work. That is going to be put in this connection. And we have divine timing. On time, on time, on time, on time. The Wheel of Fortune. The universe is orchestrating this and it's going to make sure it comes to fruition when it thinks is the right time, right? Because if you are both half-baked and you're both taken out of the oven, it's not going to work. Six of Cups. This is a spiritual connection. It is a soul tie, which is why the universe has taken it upon itself to intervene. If this was a regular relationship without a soul connection, the universe wouldn't really care. It would let you do your own thing. But it has to intervene because there's depth here. So whatever is happening in divine timing for your own good, which is why we have Temperance here. I think you know that. You walked away not because you were done with the situation. You walked away because you knew they still had a little more baking to do. what a wonderful reading. We have the North Node. Interesting. Some of you may have a Libra North Node. Doesn't have to be. Some of you may have a Pisces North Node like I do. If you do, then your spirituality is a gift that's going to help heal you and people around you. Either way, see where your North Node is, right? I also feel with the North Node that this is something that needs to be embraced within this lifetime, which is this soul tie, right? It's going to go the distance. Then we have Scorpio. You could be dealing with a Scorpio. You may have Scorpio heavily in your chart. Doesn't have to be, but this is Plutonian energy, right? Psychic, transformation, shadow, all of these difficult words, they all carry Pluto's energy. So if things have been tough, if things have been dark, if things have been difficult, thank Pluto for that. But no, truly, actually thank Pluto for that, because it helps to bring up shadow to the light to help it heal and transmute. Okay? Then we have the number 6. You may be seeing 666 a lot. It talks about reflection. It's time to wake up to your higher spiritual truth here, Libra, which is why the High Priestess has shown up so many times, which is why Psychic is showing up. Trust your intuition, trust your gut. Hone in on that third eye and crown chakra. Listen to those downloads. Listen to your intuition. It's going to serve you very, very well. All right, let's get you some initials to close this off. We have the letters D, F, P, G, P again, N, and the letter H. These could be your initials. They could be the initials of someone you're dealing with. Doesn't have to be. Just a special mention for those of you who've seen your initials here today. All right, Libra, that was it. I hope this helped. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.